I Want Answers, presented by GRDA, is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, Rogers State University, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, Kelvion Incorporated, Advanced Research Chemicals, and viewers like you.
The Caney Valley Trojans, the Wagoner Bulldogs. These two teams have come back to present you your weekly information overload, but only one team will move on to the semifinal round. Who will it be? We're going to find out. The second round begins here on I Want Answers. Good evening, Oklahoma, and welcome back to your favorite high school academic team game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. Well, like I said, the second round begins today, and we have two great teams coming to play. Ooh, the Caney Valley Trojans going up against the Wagoner Bulldogs. Let's meet the teams. First off, for the Bulldogs of Wagoner High School, we have senior Kaylin Eubanks, who's been on academic team for 4 years. She's also drum major in the band, has been a Rotary Student of the Month. And what did you make on your ACT?
I scored a 28.
That is awesome. Any particular of the tests that you like the best?
Probably the English.
The English. I'm a math teacher. You're supposed to say math. That's okay. Appreciate you being here. We now have senior Erica Dotson, who's been on academic team for 4 years, also in the band. What did you score in your ACT?
I have a 26.
A 26. What was your favorite section of it?
The reading.
The reading. Still no math. What's going on here? Okay, thanks for being here. Senior Ryan Russell is next. Been on academic team for 4 years. We got lots of 4-year players in this. And where do you work in Wagoner?
My dad's restaurant, Russ Restaurant.
Russ Restaurant in Wagoner. Is it good food?
Yeah, I would say it's good.
I would hope so. Dad's watching, right? Okay. Thanks for being here. And senior captain Brad Broad, who's also been on academic team for 4 years. Part of Mu Alpha Theta. That's a math honor society. Also part of that for 4 years. You also play soccer. What did you score in your ACT?
I scored a 30.
Very nice, very nice. So you're going to take it again, try to pick it up
yes,
a little
I plan on taking it in December.
All right, very good. And also, you work at his dad's restaurant too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You compete for tips and stuff?
No, he's a cook / manager, and I'm more over just a dishwasher in charge.
Oh, so he's in charge of you.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? That's all. You get to play captain to him on this team. That's
Yeah.
good. Thank you, Wagoner. Now, up next for the Trojans of Caney Valley High School, we have senior Aaron Morrison, who's on the football team. We're all wearing jerseys today. Very nice. Tell us a little bit more about you.
I played defensive end and offensive tackle.
Okay, 2A.
Yeah.
Good deal. They don't get take off the field much, do they?
No, I go off the field a lot.
Okay. That's all right. Well, rest up for tonight. We appreciate you. Junior Cameron Clemens is next. You play in the band, and you're a car hop at Sonic, and is hoping to be permitted to wear roller skates really soon.
I am now.
Oh, you are now?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Hey, what instrument do you play in the band?
A lot.
A lot.
I play tenor saxophone, I play drums, I play clarinet.
But the question is, do you do it all at the same time?
I can play the saxophone and the drums at the same
That
time.
is freaking awesome. Okay, I hope that continues for you. Thanks for being here. Caitlin Ketchum, a senior, is back with us. She wants to study agricultural science at OSU. She shows cattle and is president of the school's art club. And what do you want to possibly be when you graduate high school?
I'm not really sure. I think I want to do like genetic modification.
Genetic modification?
Yeah.
Ooh, what are you trying to change?
Nothing. Well, it's just overpopulation. We're going to have to keep the food up with it.
Okay, and it says you're interested in politics. And you went to see Bernie Sanders when he was in Tulsa.
I did, but now I am going for Trump.
Okay. All right. We'll see how it all works out. All right. Thank you, Caitlin. Senior Forrest Young is here. Senior captain, excuse me. And you're also one of the football captains as well. Very nice. So a double captain here. You play basketball as well. You made it to state in 2-mile run in track, and you finished 10th. What is your favorite movie, though?
My favorite movie is Forrest Gump.
And why Forrest Gump?
It's just a good movie. Like, it has so much to do with history, and it's good plot. Good
Absolutely.
Plot.
Life's like a box of chocolates. I agree. Thanks for being here. Caney Valley, wonderful that you're here. All right, teams, you ready to play? Yeah. I'm sorry, you ready to play? Yeah. Are you ready to play, audience? Well, I know that they want questions, but I want answers. And we begin with the lightning round.
First up, it's the lightning round. In this round, teams will have 30 seconds to answer up to 5 questions each, all from the same category. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If all 5 questions are answered correctly within the 30-second limit, the team receives 10 bonus points.
Okay, by virtue of a coin flip, Wagoner, you'll be starting off our lightning round. The category for both teams will be the Alamo. The Alamo. Ready. Number 1. In what city is the Alamo located?
Austin.
Incorrect. In what year did the battle take place 4 days after Texas declared independence?
1840.
Incorrect. Name either of the 2 commanding officers who died in the fort.
Pass.
Name the Mexican leader who defeated the American forces there.
Guadalupe Hidalgo.
Incorrect. Name the Battle of April 21st, 1836, in which the Mexican leader was captured and the independence of Texas established.
Battle of Santa Ana.
Incorrect. Battle of San Jacinto. Close on that. Okay. Caney Valley, you get your chance to handle the Alamo. All right. Number 1. Name the Texas general who told the commanding officers not to defend the fort.
Austin. Sure. Austin.
Incorrect. Name the frontiersman and former congressman from Tennessee who died there.
Crockett.
Correct. Name the famous battle cry at the Battle of San Jacinto.
Remember the Alamo.
Remember the Alamo.
Correct. Fill in the blank with the name of the Greek city in the Alamo's motto. Blank had its messengers of defeat. The Alamo had none.
Marathon.
Incorrect. Name the location where 340 troops led by Colonel Fannin were slaughtered. Sorry, Tom, on that. Goliad. Goliad on that one. Okay. Are you ready for our first real round? Yeah. Are you ready? I don't see enough excitement here. Okay. Here we go. The speed round.
Next up, it's the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, teams, you ready for speed? Yeah. Are you serious? Okay, here we go. Let's kick it up a notch. Prior to World War II, by what name was World War I usually known? Wagoner, yes.
The war to end all wars.
Correct. What elemental gas has somewhere between 88% and 93% the lifting power of hydrogen? Caney Valley, yes.
Neon.
Incorrect. Wagoner, you do get a chance. Go ahead.
Helium.
Helium is correct. What outcome of a trial permits an individual to be tried again for the same crime? Caney Valley, yes.
Double jeopardy.
Incorrect. Wagoner? Yes.
Mistrial.
Correct, or hung jury. All right, now we have our first math question. Again, you get extra time for these. The product of what number and x to the 100th power has the same value as x to the 100th power? Yes, Wagoner.
1.
1 is correct. Didn't need that extra time, did you? All right, very good. In the extraordinarily bloody Battle of Cold Harbor, who was the commanding Confederate general? Yes, Caney Valley.
Jackson.
Incorrect. Wagoner. Time on that. Robert E. Lee. Robert E. Lee. The device in an airplane that displays the aircraft's pitch and roll in comparison to a gyroscopically maintained flat horizon is called what kind of horizon? Tie goes to you. Yes, Wagoner.
Event.
Incorrect. Caney Valley, you get your chance. Go ahead.
Flat.
Incorrect. Artificial horizon. Artificial. And now our first video question of the evening. This will be presented by Dr. Kenneth Hicks, Department Head of History and Political Science here at our very own Rogers State University.
Who was the first captain to sail his own ship completely around the world?
Wagoner, yes.
Magellan.
Incorrect. Caney Valley. Yes, go ahead.
Cook.
Incorrect. Francis Drake. Francis Drake. Okay. This verse is from what poem? Ah, well a day, what evil looks had I from old and young. Instead of the cross, the albatross about my neck was hung. Caney Valley, yes.
The Rime of the Ancient Mariner.
Correct. Very nice. Oh, and that timer does end our first speed round. Score at this point, the Caney Valley Trojans with 30 points, the Wagoner Bulldogs with 40 points. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA electricity touches 75 of 77 counties in the state and serves as an economic development engine for all of Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity in Oklahoma.
I love coming into the lab every day. My job is to screen evidence for DNA analysis. When I started at Rogers State University, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But after I took my first chemistry class, I realized that I wanted to be in the lab. It does feel good to go to school and to find a direction and then wind up doing something that I enjoy. Not everyone can say that. It all started for me at Rogers State University.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
Welcome back, everyone, to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. All right, teams, it's a close match, 30-40. You ready for the next round? Yeah. Let's get after it. Here it is, the advantage round.
Next up, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The first team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage question. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, teams, let's get ready for advantage. First speed question looking for that advantage. In 1496, the first permanent European settlement in the West Indies was built on what island that now houses 2 separate countries? Caney Valley, yes.
The Dominion Republic.
Incorrect. Wagoner? Yes.
The Dominican Republic?
Incorrect. Hispaniola. Hispaniola. In aerial perspective at midday, as the distance between the viewer and an object increases, the color of the object tends to shift towards what color? Caney Valley, yes.
Black.
Incorrect. Wagoner? Yes, go ahead.
White.
Incorrect. It is blue. Blue on that one. And now our next video question of the evening. This will be presented by Mr. Tad Jones, Executive Director of the Will Rogers Memorial Museum here in Claremore.
This guitar was owned by the Rogers family, but there was another stringed instrument that Will Rogers picked up at a train station near Oologah the first time he met his future wife, Betty Blake. What stringed instrument was Will Rogers picking up that day?
Caney Valley, yes.
Fiddle.
Incorrect. Wagoner? Go ahead.
Banjo.
Banjo is correct. Advantage to you all. Category will be empires. Empires. Number 1. What empire founded by Genghis Khan later became the largest contiguous empire in history?
Mongolian.
Correct. What empire was at various times governed by a sultan, a caliph, or a grand vizier, and during various periods was either an absolute or constitutional monarchy?
Ottoman.
Correct. These empires once existed more or less in the region now occupied by what country? Harsha, Hoysala, Maratha, Nanda, Sikh, Mughal, Gupta, Delhi Sultanate.
India.
Correct. Very nice on that. Good play. Back to speed. The Green Wall of China is a project of limited success aimed at reducing the expansion of what desert? Caney Valley, yes.
Gobi.
Gobi Desert is correct. Advantage to you all. Your category will be national parks. National parks. Number 1, what national park established by Congress and signed into law by Ulysses Grant in 1872 is widely regarded as the first national park in the world?
Yellowstone.
Correct. Saguaro National Park and the Petrified Forest are in the same state as what other national park?
Yosemite.
Incorrect. It is Grand Canyon. What national park in Florida is an aquatic coral reef south of Miami?
Everglades.
Incorrect. Biscayne National Park. Sorry on that. All right, back to speed, looking for a new advantage. What is the meaning of the prefix in these adjectives? Cryotic, cryobiological, cryostatic. Yes, Caney Valley.
Frozen.
I'll take that. Cold or freezing, frozen will work. Advantage back to you all. And your category this time will be ancient Rome. Ancient Rome. Number 1, name the largest amphitheater of the Roman Empire.
Pantheon.
Incorrect. It is the Colosseum.
Oh.
What famed circular temple in Rome was built by the Emperor Hadrian to honor all the major gods?
Pantheon.
Correct. Roman tribunes had the power to block any legislation passed by the Roman Senate. Name this power.
Veto. Veto. Veto.
Veto power is correct. Very nice. What devices consisting of rapidly rotating containers are necessary to enrich uranium to a weapons-grade material? Caney Valley, yes.
Centrifuge.
Correct. Very nice. Advantage back to you all. Category this time will be art forms. Art forms. Number 1, in Stephen King's The Shining, what art form is illustrated by the collection of hedge animals that guard the entrance to the Overlook Hotel?
Oh my gosh.
Sure, yeah, Gothic.
Gothic.
Incorrect. They call that topiary. Number 2, what kind of art is illustrated by inscription rock in the Sinai Desert, the rock art of northern Italy, and newspaper rock in southern Utah?
Etching.
Incorrect. They're called petroglyphs. Petroglyphs. Number 3, the name of what art form is a homophone for a Japanese battle cry?
I don't know.
No clue?
Katana.
No. They call that bonsai.
Oh.
Bonsai. All right, back to speed. The decisive defeat of the Imperial Japanese Navy in which 4 aircraft carriers were destroyed. Yes, Wagner.
Battle of Midway.
Correct. Very nice. Advantage back to you guys. Category this time will be India. India. Number 1, what leader of the independence movement in British-ruled India began his work as an expatriate lawyer in South Africa?
Gandhi.
Correct. There is a continuing conflict in India between what 2 ethnic groups?
Pass.
Okay, that'd be the Hindus and the Muslims. Number 3, what Prime Minister of India oversaw that country's transition from a monarchy to a republic?
Gandhi.
Incorrect. Last name, Nehru. Nehru. The Pleiades are in which constellation? Yes, Caney Valley.
Ursa Minor.
Incorrect. Wagner? Go ahead.
Cygnus.
Incorrect. Taurus. It's located in Taurus. In what kind of forest are practically all the plants considered to be evergreens since they replace their leaves gradually? Yes, Wagner.
Coniferous.
Incorrect. Throughout the year. Caney Valley to you. Go ahead.
Deciduous.
Incorrect. Tropical rainforest. They wanted the type of forest. All right, but that timer does end our advantage round. Score at this point, the Caney Valley Trojans with 90 points, the Wagoner Bulldogs with 100 points. Still a close match. We love this. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, one of the largest, most inland river ports of the U.S. inland river system. Agricultural commodities, building materials, fuel, and machinery are shipped into and out of the Tulsa Port of Catoosa daily using a combination of barge, rail, and truck. To learn more about the Tulsa Port of Catoosa, visit their website at tulsaport.com. And also by Kelvion Incorporated, global experts in heat exchange, committed to providing quality products and services with honesty, integrity, and commitment to customers, employees, shareholders, and the global community. For more information about Kelvion, visit kelvion.com. And also by Advanced Research Chemicals, providing customer-focused solutions to basic and advanced chemical applications. ARC has a long history of giving back to our local and international communities. For more information, visit fluoridearc.com.
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA electricity touches 75 of 77 counties in the state and serves as an economic development engine for all of Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity in Oklahoma.
Welcome back, everyone, to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. All right, teams, still a close match. In fact, it's even closer. Are you guys ready for the next round? Yeah. I thought so. Here it is, the whirlwind round.
Next up, the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions within a minute, they will receive 10 bonus points.
Okay, Caney Valley, you are trailing at this point. Your categories will be money, oil, or person. Would you like for yourselves or for Wagoner?
We're going to choose for us, and we're going to go with person.
Person for you all, okay. All right, here we go. Your minute will begin after I read the first question. Ready? Number 1. In Catholic teaching, who holds the keys to the kingdom of heaven?
St. Peter. St. Peter.
Correct. What Iranian leader first called the U.S. the Great Satan?
Al-Assad.
Incorrect. What 1970s president was once offered a football contract by the Lions and the Packers?
Ford.
Correct. Who has baseball's highest slugging percentage of all time?
Ruth.
Correct. Who was the first woman to duplicate Lindbergh's feat of a solo flight across the Atlantic?
Earhart.
Correct. All of my possessions for a moment of time were the last words of which English queen?
Victoria.
Incorrect. Whose epitaph reads, free at last, thank God Almighty, I'm free at last?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Correct. Who wrote the detective stories The Red-Headed League and A Study in Scarlet?
Doyle.
Correct. Although John C. Fremont was called the Pathfinder, who actually served as his guide?
Sacagawea.
Incorrect. That was Kit Carson on that last one. You got through number 9. Not bad. Okay, Wagoner, you get to handle the whirlwind round this time. Your categories will be money, oil, or folk songs. What would you like?
Money.
Money. That's what it's all about, right? Show me the money.
Yep.
All right. Hopefully we'll show you scholarship money by the end, right?
Hey, that's what
Am
I'm
I
hoping
right?
for.
All right, so your minute begins after I read the first question. Number 1. What human organ is pictured on the back of every $1 bill?
Heart.
Incorrect. If you had $1 million and you gave me 10 cents, how much would you have left?
$9,999,999.90.
Incorrect. A bank teller who absconds with his employer's money is guilty of what?
Extortion.
Incorrect. In terms of actual metallic worth, which has the greatest value? A penny, nickel, dime, or quarter?
Dime.
Incorrect. Both the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund are part of what organization?
UN Department of Treasury.
United Nations will work. I'll count that. Number 6. What American university has the most money?
Texas.
Incorrect. These vacation funds you must sign for twice. What are they called?
Traveler's checks.
Correct. How many months out of a year does the average tax... Oh, okay. They had buzzer issues, but that was your minutes. Sorry about that. The question really was, how many months out of a year does the average taxpayer work just to pay his taxes? That was going to be a good one. The answer is 4, by the way. Feels like forever for me. Okay. Well, that does end the Whirlwind round. Score at this point, Caney Valley Trojans with 150 points, Wagoner Bulldogs with 120 points. Still a close match, though a little bit flipped. Are you ready to get back to speed to finish up this match? Yeah! All right, here we go. More speed. In mid-2015, Solar Impulse 2 broke records for the longest flight in terms of both time and distance by a solar-powered aircraft. The 4,500-mile, 118-hour trip across the Pacific began in Japan and ended where? Caney Valley, yes.
Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct. What is the term for a school of dolphins, seals, or whales? Caney Valley, yes.
Pod.
Pod is correct, also known as a gam. With what New England city are Ted Williams, Crispus Attucks, and the... Yes, Caney Valley.
Boston.
Boston is correct. Hercules wore the skin of what creature? Yes, Wagner.
Nemean lion.
Correct. Which part of the United Nations has the authority to commit the Blue Berets to peacekeeping operations? Yes, Caney Valley.
England.
Incorrect. Wagner? Go ahead.
France.
Incorrect. What part of the UN? Not country, it's the Security Council of the UN. Security Council. What is the primary predator of musk oxen? Yes, Caney Valley.
Lion.
Incorrect. Wagner. Yes, go ahead.
Tiger.
Incorrect. Arctic wolves. Wolves. What word that rhymes with sibilance completes this maximum? The price of liberty is eternal. Caney Valley, yes.
Diligence.
Close, but no cigar. Sorry. Wagner? Yes, go ahead.
Deliverance.
Incorrect. How about vigilance? Vigilance. Close. Still more speed. Drying plaster sets a time limit for the completion of what kind of painting? Yes, Caney Valley.
Oil.
Incorrect. Wagner. Go ahead.
Acrylic.
Incorrect. Fresco. Fresco painting. Oh, and that timer does end our match. Final score, the Caney Valley Trojans with 180 points. Wagoner Bulldogs with 130 points. Caney Valley, you will be moving on to the semifinals. Congratulations. Well played. Wagner, nothing to hang your heads about. You played excellent. We appreciate you so much, and best of luck in your upcoming academic bowl season. Great job, guys. Well, that does end our competition for the first one of the second round. We want to thank, of course, our two teams for joining us. We can't do this without them. We want to thank our season sponsors, particularly the Grand River Dam Authority, for their support. And, of course, we want to thank you, the viewers, who join us each and every week as we continue to explore the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. If you knew some of the answers, go thank a teacher. But if you know freedom, go thank our military. On behalf of all of us here at I Want Answers and RSU Public TV, this is your host, Jeff Gaffton, saying good night. So long, everyone. Follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram, and watch previous episodes anytime at rsu.tv. Make sure to join us next week for another exciting competition here on I Want Answers.